percentage of the population is covered, is having access to water and sanitation, for instance. Then you're looking at indicators for policy, for instance. Does the government put in place a coordination mechanism that brings together these various sectors in an institutional manner to coordinate policy? The answer to that is a yes/no. You can't, comparing a yes/no scale with a percentage scale is difficult. So hence, what we're not able to do in the index is look at some sort of an absolute commitment benchmark. That's why we're using this border scoring to actually compare countries rigorously to one another on how they perform on each of the indicators. So the commitment is relative to one another. I should also mention that regardless of what you do, or how you add them up, regardless of the design, you end up with somebody on top, somebody in the bottom, and a lot of countries in between. Even if all the countries are completely uncommitted, there's still a #1 country. Okay? That's something to keep in mind. But it doesn't mean it's meaningless to rank them. What is very clear, if you want to understand exactly how a country performs on any of the indicators, you have to drill down to the indicator level, and you have to look exactly so how does it do in terms of ensuring people have access to sanitation, because you have a very absolute value for that you can point back to. Similarly for all of the other indicators. And the last point to again say and I do repeat that because it is very easy for people to confuse their knowledge of what is currently happening in a country or how bad the situation is with